Tell me about Aladdin, because I know with the initial trailer we were all a bit like,
yeah.
And then the trailer we saw when we saw Long Shot, you and I were both like, holy shit, this might actually be good. And I've been seeing a lot of positive talk about it.
Yeah.
Rick?
So, Aladdin is one of my all-time favorite kid movies to watch.
Yeah, I love it.
Like, I've watched that on a loop so many freaking times. Going into the movie, I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I generally speaking, I had a good time.
Okay.
I thought it was interesting how they did some of the. I found out it was. Yeah, it's directed by Guy Ritchie, which I didn't like as I was watching the trailer, and the credits were going by. I'm like, this is a Guy Ritchie film? What the fuck? Yours too. Okay, so yeah, I like the way it started. You know how in the cartoon it's like you hear the voiceover. Yeah. It's basically a merchant talking about like, come with me, and, you know, Arabian Nights.
Do they do that?
The singing, yes.
Really?
But they do a lot of singing in this.
Well, Aladdin is,
there's
a lot of singing in Aladdin.
So yeah, it starts off that way, except it's not like a side store merchant.
Okay.
It's basically, I don't know if it's a spoiler territory or not, but it's like Will Smith's character talking to his kids, telling the story. So it's like a story he's telling his kids about what's going on with the genie, you know, and everything.
All right,
that's why it makes sense. Oh, that's why he's the genie in this.
Okay.
You know. But yeah, I mean, in general, overall, I thought it was okay.
Really?
It was okay.
See, I love Aladdin.
Dude, I love it too. The actors in it, I'll tell you, the guy who played Aladdin was great. The woman who played Jasmine. Yeah. Wonderful.
Out of all
so
the things,
good.
I was the most cautiously optimistic about Princess Jasmine because
she does a really good job.
I was obsessed with Princess Jasmine.
So yeah, Robin Williams was the genie. Original genie. So there is nods to his genie in the film. I'll tell you that much. And I think it was done very well for that specific points where it happens. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, cool. You know,
I've also read in reviews that the people who were reviewing it felt like Will Smith went out of his way to make it his own and not try to do Robin Williams.
He did not want to do Robin Williams. There were jokes that he did kind of do that the movie did.
Because people want
with all the singing and like all that was pretty much word for word. But when like he's talking to Aladdin and he makes like certain jokes here and there, he does take that joke and turn it upside down and kind of makes it his own.
Good.
Which worked. Which I think kind of worked with some jokes. I'll tell you that much. It was fine.
It's a mixed bag for you?
It's a mixed bag for me. Okay. Like I don't want to say I hated it because I didn't hate it. There were things that I liked about it. The main guy who plays Aladdin, compared to the cartoon singer who does it, like I think he was like an octave lower than the original person who sang it in the cartoon. Yeah. So I kind of felt off a bit. Yeah. You know, and it was kind of weird.
But again, you don't want them to sound exactly like, you know, you want them to make it their own.
True. But like even if you're singing at that same octave he did. Thanks for the follow, Thunderfoot.
Awesome.
Yeah, even if he sang at that same octave, like, I mean, it would still be its own. Right. It just sounded a little weird. Other than like the singing was great. Like they pretty much sang all the original songs from that. Here's the part that kind of irks me is that they made their own original songs for this movie.
I mean, you got to do that though.
It just felt so out of place.
Okay.
In my opinion,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying like you've got to do something to.
Yes.
You don't want this to be a shot-for-shot remake of the cartoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But okay. I'm not saying you're wrong. That's a valid complaint. But yeah, I would hope that they would do some original stuff.
Yeah, Wolf says her name is Naomi Scott and she's a goddess. Yeah, she's pretty cute. Mm-hmm. She's hot. Yeah, but it was okay. That's all I can really say.
Okay.
It was okay. I didn't hate it because there were parts where, like, they do nod to Robin Williams. They do nod to some of the singing, singing. What do you call it? Like, you know how when he's singing, like, he does certain jokes within the songs,
yes.
And like he does it like the genie turns into that person,
yes.
And like that kind of happens, okay. Which I thought was pretty clever. I didn't think they were gonna do that, but yeah, they did add some other original stuff into there, but for the most part, I thought it was okay. I'll see it again, I guess, if it's on Netflix or Disney Plus. But
I'm definitely gonna go see this. The wife and I really want to go see this movie. And again, just like Detective Pikachu, we're gonna go see it without the kids.
That's fucking funny. For the most part, like, I had a good time.
Okay.
I thought the guy who played Jafar could have been a little bit more sinister.
I was gonna say, out of the trailer, that's the thing that seems the most out of place to me.
Yeah, he could have been more sinister.
Okay.
He didn't feel that sinister enough.
Like in the trailer, he doesn't feel threatening at all. In the trailer.
Yeah, he doesn't feel threatening in this either.
Okay.
In my opinion, of course. So I think that was like kind of the
weakest part of it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm really like I talked about it before. I'm a huge Will Smith fan. I totally forgot you were gonna review Aladdin when I brought up the Bel Air stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Nice
Perfect segue.
Yeah, I wish James was here because he saw it too.
Yeah. Didn't you run into him?
I did run into him at the theater. Yeah. But yeah, you could have fun watching this. But I would, like I said, I wouldn't see it again.
Okay.
Will Smith did do a good job, but there's no way, and even Will says this too in interviews, like there's no way I'm ever gonna compete with Robin.
No way.
And no one can. That dude's a remarkable man, and I love that guy. Like, everyone loves Robin Williams.
I wish he was around to see this so he could...
I know, me too. I think if he was around, he probably would have been a voice.
I don't think so.
Because, James Earl Jones is doing Mufasa again.
Yeah, but the way they use the genie in this movie so as not to be overly CG'd and look terrible. Yeah. Do you think
CG, by the way, was fine?
It looked really bad in that first trailer.
No, it's fine. That I can tell you right now, like... maybe they rushed it or something because later on, like, it looked alright.
Okay.
Oh, and not in, like, I also watched it in 3D, by the way.
Okay.
And it even
3D.
Like, oh no, I'm not saying like ooh la la. I watched it in 3D because you know how the transfers from 3D to like.
Yeah, if it's not shot in 3D or whatever. Yeah.
They actually like. Disney has money, so
3D is still a fucking thing.
I don't get why it's still a thing.
Stop it.
Yeah. How would I compare it to Beauty and the Beast? I haven't seen Beauty and the Beast, unfortunately.
I didn't see Beauty and the Beast either because again that's one of my favorites growing up as a kid. But I didn't buy Emma What's-Her-Face's Belle in the trailers. And, no, we went to Disneyland and they always where they used to have the Muppet Show theater area. They always do like sneak peek for the new movie coming out, and you basically get to see an entire song. We saw an entire performance, one whole song from Beauty and the Beast, and like when we left, I was like, I just don't fucking buy her as Belle. I'm not gonna see this.
Thunderfoot Bros says someone had pointed out that the characters all look like porn parody versions of the cast, and that they're pretty spot on.
In Aladdin?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
It's my wife's favorite. It was pretty good.
That's funny. All right.
Yeah. As far as live action, I really liked The Jungle Book a lot. I thought that was done very well.
I haven't seen any of these live action movies because I fucking hate that they're making all these cartoons that I loved as a kid into live action things.
Yeah. Jungle Book was good.
This will be the first one I see. Only because Aladdin was probably my favorite.
I thought the cast looked fine. I don't know if I'd call them porn parodies, but
maybe it's the costuming he's talking about,
the costuming.
How vibrant the costuming is.
The costuming was pretty.
Because now that he says that, if I'm thinking about the trailer, Yeah.
Yeah, like it's starting to sink in.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
okay, I can see that.
Yeah, Aladdin was my absolute favorite, and again, it's because fucking Princess Jasmine was stone cold fox, even in cartoon form. Woo!
Well, if you see her in this, Naomi Scott is it? Yeah, she's pretty fucking hot.
Yeah, I remember thinking that I was like, wow, okay, she looks great, because I mentioned that when we watched the trailer. That she looks great.
Yeah,
and that's the thing I was worried about the most.
One of the things that she has some singing in this. Mm-hmm. That's what's her originals. There's one song when Jafar gets the lamp. She does this whole, I think, what is the song called? Like Speechless, I think is the name of the song. Mm-hmm. She does this whole like rendition song original for this movie, and like the effects that they used, like it was kind of like that almost Matrix stop motion, but better.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like 10 times better than that.
Well, it's 25 years later, Rick.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Well, 20 years later, so come on.
The effects in that were fucking amazing. Cool. Like the way she just walked around and like the clouds just like go through her, and the way that these like some of the characters just dissolved for this musical number. Like, I think that was probably my favorite part. I don't like the song that much.
Right.
Because it's not original to the cartoon. That's my own nitpick. Song's fine, but yeah, I thought that whole scene of her, whole sequence of her singing was good as far as visually.
Okay.
Was fucking awesome.
Very cool.
But yeah, I mean, you can go see it.